Hi, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. What I am doing here is I have a contract to get a biome scan of the Mun and a biome scan of Minmus. Now, when I originally took those contracts, that was just one contract, I thought it would just say, "Oh, excellent, you seem to already have those. Brilliant, have some money." But no, it insists on having two new satellites to do the scans. And the interesting thing is that there's also a request to deorbit previous satellites. Now, the thing is, I don't actually know what the contract wants when it comes to deorbiting spacecraft. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen. So what you're watching here, this is just me taking the first of these satellites to the Mun, because it's closer. And so I should be able to just get that into the correct orbit, and then I need to get the scan done, which I've already done, and then it needs to be in the orbit for a number of days, and that's fine. So that's just going to be time. And then the interesting question is, what constitutes deorbiting a previous ScanSat satellite, and can I get the contract to recognize that I've done it?
Right, so I've gotten my new satellite, GUI-2, into the correct orbit. And so now all I need to do is leave it there for 1 day, 4 hours, 19 minutes. I've already got the biome scan of the Mun, which is fine. So now what it's wanting to do is deorbit Maxwell 2, our previous ScanSat around the Mun. So what it's telling me to do is find my existing biome multi. There we go. So we'll switch to this one and see if this counts. This is the thing. I've not done this type of contract before, where it's asked me to deorbit an existing satellite. So I'll bring up that. And just okay. Before I do that, what I am going to do is I'm just going to... Right, so I'm analysing data to make sure that there's nothing in the analysis I need to send. And there's no data to... I'll click transmit data. Nothing should... Yeah, okay. So, what it's asking me to do is deorbit... I think it's asked me to deorbit this satellite, specifically. So the most efficient is to do it at one of the nodes, so we'll do that. And the Peri is closest. So let's bring that in until we smash into the ground. Right, that is definitely smashing into the ground. I'm also going to quick save it. Oop, and I'm hitting random buttons that don't actually help. I was wanting to speed ahead, and I was hitting the square brackets for some strange reason, which wasn't helping anybody. Yes, this is a kind of unusual contract to be asked to deliberately deorbit a satellite. Now what I'm hoping is this, I mean, I don't know that it's going to necessarily recognize it, which is why I did the quick save, because if it turns out I do this and it just doesn't recognize it. Now having said that, I don't actually have to smash into the ground. I have to get into a suborbital trajectory. Here we go. I had a fun thing when I was bringing the other satellite up. My fingers were slightly off the WASD. I was one key to the right, so I kept hitting the F key, which toggles SAS, and I was really confused why SAS kept coming on and coming off. Really rather annoying. So when I done this full thing when the day in 4 minutes is up. This example orbit should go away. Anyway. Right, I've been talking enough that it's nearly time to do the actual burn. Two, 1, 0. 14 seconds to burn, yeah. So I did a quick save because I'm not entirely sure whether or not it's going to recognise it. It's the Maxwell 2B7, so it doesn't know which is the Maxwell 2. So hopefully when it works out that I'm on a suborbital trajectory, which I now... Ah, there we go. But it's not... That's interesting. It's not... Right. So... one of the possibilities is that it's not the scan sat that it wants. It's not the original biome one. It's the original scan sat. I've got lots of LTV. If I just point prograde, I should stop falling out of the sky. Right, so that didn't help me. That didn't give me anything that I wanted. So I'm going to bring this back up. Okay. I think that's about as uneccentric as I can get this. Okay, so, right, let's try it with... Mercury Tiger, what's that doing? Oh, that was my original resource scanner, I think. Moon scan sat low. Let's switch to that. Because it may be assuming that I want to go from a low scan, and now I'm doing a whole new scan, which is my biome scan. So I'm going to quick save again, because this is an optional part of the contract. I don't actually need to do this. Let's go find my retrograde. Let's turn on my SS. Right, before I think about deorbiting anything, analyze the data, nothing there. Find the antenna, transmit, and see if there's anything in the queue, because I may have forgotten, but I haven't. Go to map mode. The other possibility is that it needs me to actually not just get into a suborbital trajectory. It actually needs me to crash the thing. Right, that is also suborbital. That doesn't count. Right, let's actually deorbit it. Let's actually smash into the ground. And seeing as we're smashing things in the ground, let's actually watch it happen. Where's my impact? Can you tell me impact time, or do I need my surface thing? So I can always go back to the quick save. But this is, at this point, I'm actually trying to work out what this contract wants, because I've got the exact same thing for Minmus. This is worth 10 grand to me if I can get. Not that 10 grand's really all that important. Given that I've got like well over 10 million. Oh, I have no money. Look at that, no money at all. That's an interesting thing. I don't know why that does that. So here I'm zooming across the landscape. Do I get impact time anywhere? Impact time. Allegedly 14 seconds away. Oh, 12 seconds away. I suspect it changes because I think it's having to work out where it changes where it thinks it's going to impact. And this is a very lumpy bit of moon, so I don't think it often knows necessarily. Yeah, so I should have impacted seconds ago, and I haven't. Right, let's see if this gives me my contract. Smash. If not, I'm just going to go back to the quick save, because yeah, it looks like I don't know how to deorbit things, or at least I don't know how to tell this particular contract how to deorbit things. So I feel perfectly justified in going back to the quick save for this one. I could deorbit the. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just going to leave that. I honestly don't know what counts as deorbiting. Vessel Maxwell to be determined. Vessel Maxwell to be determined. Meh. There might be information. Well, actually, tell you what. Let's go back to the Space Center and see if I can look at the actual contract and see if that helps me in any way. I'm not particularly bothered, to be honest. I'm going to get a new. In a Kerbal day and a few hours, I'm going to get that contract, and that's going to be worth some Kerbal bucks, and that's fine. Well, actually, that's not true. I need to do the exact same thing on Minmus before I get there. See, I just grabbed this contract because it said multispectral scan of Moon and Minmus. So that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so this is all the. Oh, if you can, you may also still have Maxwell 2 and Maxwell 3 in respective orbits around the Moon. So if you can bring them into end and keep space clean. So I wonder if that doesn't mean. I don't know what that means. I don't know how it tells whether. Yeah, deorbit Maxwell 3, or this is the one where I'm in this. This is the one I'm actually trying to do here. It's theoretically worth 10 grand and 5 signs, but I don't know how to make it think it's Maxwell 2. I could possibly, but I mean, maybe it's expecting there to have been a previous mission where there was a Maxwell 2, and it, but I don't know how to make it think that's Maxwell 2. Do you wonder? Because this might be in the contract packs. But I don't know how contract packs work. Yeah. Select Maxwell 2. Yeah, I don't know how to make it except that's Maxwell 2. Maybe I need to change it to be property Maxwell 2. Maybe I changed it to the wrong name. Yeah, I can work on that. I've got a day and a bit to work on that if I really can. But I do want to go, I'm now going to want to do the same thing to Minmus. So that's going to be fairly simple. These are my contracts. I actually have no contract slots available. So I'm not getting any new one, which is slightly aggravating. I've done that one, surely. Oh no, I haven't got the orbit. That's right, the orbit's in 25. I'm not getting the orbit for 25 days. I'm not going to explore Box or explore Pol with the missions, or Tylo. With the missions that I have, because I need to land things on them, and I can't land things on them. Return to orbit. Kerbal from orbit of Gilead. I don't think I've got anything with the Delta V to do that, but I might look into that. So I think I really need to go check out these magnetic anomalies on Kerbin. Some of which I've already looked at, but I need to go look at them again. And finish off the rock arches. That's going to spare me up some contracts. Anyway, that was slightly aggravating. I'm not going to be able to. I don't know how to tell it that I'm doing that deorbit, and yeah, I don't really care. It's 10 grand. I have 10 million. I'm okay for money right now. 5 science ain't nothing. I can probably get more science, to be perfectly honest. I don't think there's a. You go away. Oh no, I can do that. There we go. There's science around here. Yeah, look at the crew report while landed at Kerbin's Water. Oh, have I not done that? Wow, I've got a bunch of things. I've got a bunch of things I can do just around here. Like there's R&D science lab. I can get more science just by doing that, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, I'm going to leave things there. Is what I'm going to do. So I've got that contract, and more importantly, I've discovered what I can and can't do with that contract, which is kind of that's kind of interesting in and of itself. So I don't know how to tell it that I've deorbited Maxwell 2, and I don't know whether I need to rename it or whether it was the right satellite or what. But I may have to play with that and see if I can't do the same with Minmus. So there you go. Things to find out. But I've got some magnetic anomalies to look at. Bring up my alarm clock, which was in fact already up. In 19 days, my Joule Explorer is going to do its 20-minute burn to get around Joule, and that will finish off that contract. I can get some more science out of that. That's going to be cool. So that's all coming up. Ooh, exciting. Until next time, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. Come visit Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com as I put my hands over the correct keys, because I've changed the keys. And until next time, reach for the stars. And hit the correct keys, even after you just said you're putting your fingers on them.